Well, YouTubers, how the hell we all doing? I figure I'd make this video for you, Hosie. You talk about this whole swatting incident. You used that term. All we know is an incident did happen at your house. We don't know the whole story. I mean, you and your girl, wife or whatever, couldn't even get the amount of cops correct. You said 2 and she said 6 or whatever it was. I mean, how can we trust you? You've lied about everything else. We come to that, and newsflash, a swatting wouldn't have been over in 4.5 minutes. It would have lasted longer. All of us have seen what happened with Amanda May back in the day when she got swatted. They slammed her computer shut. And she went to jail for a little while, spent a couple hours down there while they investigated everything. And I've seen other people get swatted. They don't just come back like nothing happened. It probably was just a wellness check, but you said swatting at first, which means that was a lie. But we truly don't know the whole story, and we won't because you won't tell the truth on it. You'll just sit there, say, hey, police came to my house with guns drawn. Right. Okay. How do we even know it was real? You won't release any footage. Is it because we're not gullible people like the people that give you money? And now you're talking about how it was a rough December and whatnot? You're talking about how it was rough? You went to Vegas. If you couldn't have afforded the trip, why did you take it? Answer that one. Why go to Vegas if you can't afford it and you're struggling? What you shouldn't be struggling. From what I heard in your numbers, you made $40,000 last year off of AdSense and another $16,000 off Super Chat. If you were really struggling, you would have sold some of those vintage audio receivers you've got laying around, just collecting dust. I know last year December was a rough month, and so was January, because I had major surgery done, but you didn't see me on here whining about it. I dealt with it. I canceled what I didn't need to save money because I was getting a disability check. After everything was taken, I was getting $436 a week for those 4 weeks. I made it through without having to beg for a single cent, and I never will beg for a cent. You figure out what you need to do, and you deal with it. You don't just go, oh guys, it was a rough December. You've got videos everywhere, because this is your life. You know that. So people are able to take clips of you in Vegas with your wife celebrating, having a grand old time partying, and going to see all these fun things. That should have been your saying you couldn't afford presents for each other, yet you did. You still got yourself some presents. The trip should have been your present if that's the case. If you're really struggling that bad, and trust me, I know what struggling's like. I'm going to tell you all what I make in a year. I made about $39,000 last year from my job. You try making that stretch. Yeah, big fucking deal. I live at home. People like to always bring that up. It ain't easy. I help take care of my mother, who has a lot of health problems. And my father's starting to have a few himself, but it is what it is. You do what you gotta do to survive. With that money I was getting, I still had to pay my health insurance, which again is $239 a month. I've still got to get gas in the car, I've still got to pay cable, I've still got to pay other bills. But you do what's best. So I had to put down $1,000 to copay for my surgery. It's absolutely ridiculous, this healthcare system. That's for another day, though. Surgery that saved my life because I'm in the best shape of my life I've ever been in. Down to 350 pounds. But you people all like to go, oh, woe is me. Here's what you do. Sell some of those things and stop giving your money to people like it's nothing, because if you were really struggling, you wouldn't be donating to people and trying to help them out. You've got to come first. And that's the truth. Instead, you're going, hey, it's been a rough month when we can see everything you've done in November and December. Because you stream it all, because you live for this site. What needs to happen is they need to take away your AdSense. Would you still upload then? Probably not. But hey, you. It's like we all know your secrets. We all do. And I thank Jack Sparrow and Rosie the Enabler for helping me keep up with this bullshit. Because I'm not going to sit there and watch your live streams. And the best way to get back at you is to watch all your videos with ad block on. All your viewers, all your subscribers should watch with ad block on. Any of your videos have ad block running. So you don't make a single cent off your views. See how much that changes it. But hey, people are idiots. They're going to keep donating regardless of what I say. So have at it. Donate to him. Donate to Hosie all you want. Just remember, he drinks a lot. You can tell. I can see it in your eyes when you're completely drunk and lost control of yourself. Because you couldn't even get your swatting story straight. It suddenly turns into a mental health check. All we know is an incident happened at your house. That's it. We know nothing else. And if a swatting did occur, it wouldn't have been over in 4.5 minutes. I guarantee it. I'll bet everything on it. Because they would have toured the whole rancho. Everything would have been done. And then you would have been probably brought off to jail for a little bit. You and your partner would have been brought off to jail and had to wait a couple hours while they got things done and through it all. It sure as hell wouldn't have been over in that short of a time. So it was a bullshit story, like usual from you, because you lie so much. It's hard to keep track. I mean, you paid for a third e-beggar's trip to come meet with you in Vegas in Elbow. A guy that half of YouTube hates. You paid for him to come, but because he brings you views, and that's all that matters in the end of the day. So he's allowed to do whatever he wants on your stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, when I was struggling after my surgery, I canceled things. I canceled all my subscriptions to things. Because you know what? They weren't needed at the time. Because I'm not working. I'm getting a check. I'm recovering from a major surgery. But until next time, guys, it is what it is. Peace.